Roll one, scene two, take one.
In My Shoes. This is a film made by us, a group of teenagers from Rawmarsh sharing our views as they are. Welcome to Rawmarsh as we see it.
I'm Shannon Bramham, I'm 14 years old and I live in Rawmarsh.
My name's Stuart, I'm 15 and I live in Rawmarsh.
My name's Sam Shaw, I'm 15 and I'm from Rawmarsh.
My name's Rosie, I'm 15 and I live in Rawmarsh.
Hello, my name's Liam Paul Lund, I live in Rawmarsh and I go to Rawmarsh Comprehensive School. There's not much community spirit anymore. My dad says it used to be very good, but now neighbours don't care about each other. There's a lot of violence in Port, people say, drinking, drug abusing.
Young people's behaviour in Rawmarsh, from our point of view, is that everybody's fairly well behaved. We never have major problems with anybody. There's always a small group of people that want to cause trouble and want to mess about, but in the whole, most of the people we deal with are very good, they're polite, they're friendly, they help us out when they need to, and they know what's right and wrong.
All the hassle from like the police and everyone. Like if you go out on the street, like hanging around on the street, you always get moved on from like places because people just think you're going to cause trouble because you're a bunch of kids stood there.
If we tell people to move, it's because we've had a complaint from somebody who lives in that area usually. If there's nowhere else to go, it's just one of those things.
My name's Matthew Phillips, I'm 15 and I live in Rawmarsh. The dangers of media just focusing on the bad things is like people are just going to think Rawmarsh, oh, they're in your own outfit, there's scruffy and everything, like they're not focusing on the good stuff, so everyone just portrays it as being a bad place to live, but there's like lots of good stuff as well as bad stuff.
I do believe young people drink because there's nothing to do in Rawmarsh. If you've got nothing to do, you just board and text over and you do out.
This is youth club where we normally come a couple of times a week, and it's alright, just a place to meet up with your friends, but there's not really that much to do.
People could prevent teenage pregnancy by, again, maybe doing something else for young people, like opening youth clubs for them to go to, because sometimes if you're that bored, you do out when you're bored. You could invite your boyfriend round, your girlfriend round, and get to it.
Why is it that especially on Friday and Saturdays there's nothing for young people to do?
Well, I think it's quite a difficult question, and the question really, I think, is what are the sort of activities and facilities that would be well used?
It'd be better if they organise stuff like going on trips and just even little stuff for us to do other than just sat here and being bored.
Yeah, I think drinking could be stopped on a weekend, maybe by opening a bigger youth centre, like sports facilities, places for band practice, stuff like that.
But I think also part of the problem is that a lot of older people tend to see young people as the few that they might see out on street corners.
People brand kids. When they see a group hanging around a shop, they don't want to go into that shop, they feel a little bit intimidated. So I'd open something for the community, not just for kids, for everybody.
Like there's all these gangs, loads of kids together in park, and I think that makes old women, old men scared to walk through park or to walk to the shop.
Should they be scared?
No.
When the vast majority of young people, that's not how they spend their time, and so people can get the wrong idea of what young people are interested in and what they do.
I never get any abuse from teenagers around Rawmarsh, because what you have to do, you have to give respect to teenagers and they'll show you respect back.
I respect my parents. Like, I come in, have my dinner, ask them how's the day been, ask them what if I want to wash pots or out, and they don't ask me out like that. They're just judging me.
The saddest thing about my mum and dad splitting up was when I had to watch them fighting, and my mum crying and my dad crying, and I were only 9 and I just had to sit through it all. I just remember coming out of the room and seeing my dad just sat at the bottom of the stairs crying, and it was one of the worst things I'd ever seen. I was just really upset because it's like I loved my parents both same, but at that time I felt really sorry for my dad and I just wanted to see my dad all the time.
Respect to me means gratitude, love, and to be understood.
I think respect is how like good manners are shown from you and to you, from other people, and I think respect is something that's earned and is not just there. Like an example of that is my respect with my parents. I've shown them good manners throughout my life, and so they show me respect as well by giving me good manners, and if I ask for something they'll probably get it me. Things like that.
I never trade my parents for someone else's parents, because my mum and dad have brought me up to be who I am today, and I don't think that anybody else would be able to make me the person that I am now. You look at all of the people that are in Rawmarsh that have had lots of problems, and you just look at them and you think, what if that's going to happen to me? What if it's worse? What if it's just as bad as that way? Because you just think, if it happens to me, how will I deal with it?
I think words of encouragement that I give to any young person would be, believe that you can. Believe that you can do whatever it is you want to do. It's not about how clever you are, where you come from, where you live. It's about having a belief that you can be whatever you want to be. You have to want it enough and you have to be prepared to work hard for it.
But in the end, if you want things to change, just like with your film here, you have to be prepared to say, okay, well, we'll be part of trying to make it change.
We live in a culture where young people are stereotyped, demonised in the media, and rarely recognised for their positive contributions to society. The adults that do this need to take some responsibility, as it knocks our confidence and our self-esteem. Rawmarsh has a lot of problems, but it also has a lot to offer. Simple things can lead to huge changes. Help us improve our community by working with us and not against us. This was Rawmarsh through our eyes. Next time you think of young people, put yourself in our shoes.